to the cloud. Hello, it's Carlene, Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I am wanting to have a really quick call to tell everyone how Plexus works, how the Triplex specifically works, and realistic timeline for results. Okay, so this is actually going to be a fairly quick call, probably about maybe 20 minutes or so, and then we'll open it up at the end for any comments, questions, or whatever you may have. So to get started right away, the first thing I want to talk about is our blockbuster powerhouse triplex combo. And the reason I say that is it really truly is what's going to transform your health. The only thing we require or ask of you, not really require, but we ask of you is to be consistent with taking your products. Consistency is key. And if I could just stamp that on my forehead or maybe make a t-shirt that says consistency is key, that's how you are going to truly transform your health, regardless of where you are starting from. So I know that, for me personally, I will just tell you really quickly what my story is and how I got started with Plexus. I was actually having a horrific time with my gallbladder. My gallbladder shut down completely and totally, blocked off. I could not process fats and proteins, and I had acid reflux that was just really, truly horrendous. I walked around all day long for about 3-4 months before Plexus really came into my life, trying to deal with this by changing my eating, doing organic food, and drinking green smoothies, doing everything I knew to do, because from way back I've been interested in health and wellness. So I know the things to do and how to really help yourself get well with food and nutrition and even supplements. However, whatever I was using wasn't really working, but I all day long had to walk around with a water bottle full of baking soda water. So it wasn't just water, but it was baking soda water to help with the acid reflux just from bubbling up, because I truly couldn't eat. If it was not a raw vegetable or vegetables in general, it was painful. I felt like I had this bowling ball size pain in the middle of my chest, and just the acid reflux was so bad that in the middle of the night, one night, I actually aspirated, and it was scary, very painful. And I was kind of at my wit's end at that point. And honestly, I started Plexus not knowing that it had all these amazing gut health products, but I just wanted to lose a few pounds. I wanted to lose 18 pounds, 20 pounds, really. So that's why I started. And I researched, and finally got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. Lo and behold, 30 days later, not even really realizing it, but Plexus helped with the gallbladder, unclogged all of those, gosh, I don't even really know what it is, but all the gallbladder stuff just completely started working again. No more acid reflux. And unbelievably, my headaches, I had massive migraine headaches, like 3 or 4 of them a month, that would put me out of commission and even would sometimes cause vomiting. And they were getting worse and worse as the months were progressing, and had no clue that my gut health was really the reason why all of these symptoms and all of these really painful things were happening. So Plexus can do it. If you have anything wrong as far as autoimmune issues, digestive issues, anything like that, the Triplex is a winner, okay? So how does it work? It controls blood sugar levels, it curbs your appetite, it reduces cravings, detoxes your cells, and provides natural energy. That's just in the one product called Slim, which is our pink drink. Okay, so pink drink is where it's at. That's why everyone's always carrying around their pink drink and excited to get up in the morning and drink it, because we know how powerful the pink drink is. Okay, it's fantastic, and it tastes really good. So you can drink that and know that you've got all the good stuff in you to start your day. Probio 5 and BioCleanse are the other 2 products that make up the Triplex. Those 3 are the powerhouse behind why Plexus is truly doing so well as a company, and why we as ambassadors are doing so well with building a business. And that's another conversation, but just to get back to the triplex and how it works. The probiotics, second to none. It kills all the bad bacteria, repopulates your gut with good bacteria, and it has 5 different strains of good bacteria. Now, what does that mean when I say 5 different strains? We actually need these different types and different strains of bacteria to help us deal with microorganisms that get into our bodies just from living life, being in the environment, eating food that has pesticides. All of these things affect our gut health. So having 5 different good bacteria in our probiotic is supremo. I mean, really, truly just better than anything you could find on the market. And what sets us apart with our probiotics is that we have 2 digestive enzymes in there. And those enzymes are what basically helps to kill off the bad bacteria and also protects the good stuff so that it can get to where it needs to go. So it can actually get into the digestive tract, into your intestines to do the job. And that's just this is the reason behind our probiotic being so phenomenal. Okay, so what's the BioCleanse? The third part of the triplex. The BioCleanse oxygenates our blood. It is a magnesium supplement. Magnesium is responsible for 300 metabolic processes in our body. That is amazing to know that pretty much 90%, 80 to 90% of the population is deficient in magnesium because it's no longer in our food. It's no longer in the soil, so it's not in the food, so it's not getting into our systems, and we have a pandemic happening of a magnesium deficiency in the United States, probably worldwide, but I don't know all about that. But I can speak for here, and basically magnesium, if it's not in your diet, you will get it with the triplex, and you will have phenomenal results. The BioCleanse, like I said, it not only has 300 metabolic processes, but also oxygenating the blood. You know that disease cannot live in an oxygenated environment. Fantastic. We figured this out with Plexus. Okay, so Plexus is, again, the powerhouse and why it is so successful. The only thing you have to remember is that these are natural products. You have to be consistent. You have to drink your water. There's no 2 ways about that. You may get results in your first 30 days, like I did when I first started Triplex. Some people don't. So if you're not getting the results in first 30 days, don't worry about it. It will come, and I'm going to tell you what that success timeline looks like in just a minute. But the BioCleanse, just to get back to that really quickly, also cleanses your bowel in a very gentle way so that when you are killing off the bad bacteria, you have a way for it to clean itself out. Okay, so we've actually done the research, and we figured out this triplex combo. You are basically getting all the nutrients that you need that you're missing, especially the chromium that controls your blood sugar, which feeds the bad bacteria. So we're controlling it. We're starving the bad bacteria. We're killing it off with our massive probiotic, and then the BioCleanse cleans it out of the system. And in this process, you're also drinking a lot of water, which is key. You have to drink a lot of water so that you can flush out all those toxins and just help with, obviously, hydrating your body, because we pretty much live in a state of dehydration. I figured this out. So drink a lot of water. If you think you're drinking enough water, you probably still need to drink even more. Okay, so keep going with that. So again, now that I've just talked about the triplex combo and what it does and why it's our powerhouse, I'm going to get into the timeline for success on the Plexus triplex. Now, what I really want to hone in on is that triplex and Plexus in general is all natural. Okay, this is not a pharmaceutical. You're not going to get crazy results or, you know, some kind of synthetic caffeine or anything like that. There's no caffeine in our Slim. So you do know that it's all natural. You're getting the energy because you are cleaning out your bowel and you're detoxifying your cells. So you're getting natural energy. Your body is starting to function the way it should. Okay, so the timeline is when you first start the triplex, for the first 30 to 45 days, and people really need to know this, that it's not a quick detox, okay? You are going to go through a detox, and the first 30 to 45 days is pretty much your detox time. And We can get into this at a later time, but also you could go through an additional detox down the road as you start ramping up your probiotics. But when you first start, you're only taking 2 probiotics, and there is definitely a detox period. And what's happening is we're rebalancing your system and repopulating the gut during this time. And when that happens, you have die-off. And when the bad bacteria dies off, you have a byproduct that is toxic. It's like a gas that's released, and that is sitting in your gut and can cause you to feel sick, almost flu-like, achy and feverish, and sometimes just with a nagging headache. Like me personally, I had a headache for 2 straight weeks. And really at that time, nobody told me about what detox really looks like. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I don't know that I can continue with this. 2 straight weeks of a headache. It never actually got to the migraine, but it was just a nagging headache that I just didn't know that I could do it. And then the very next day, of course, no more headache. And then I have only had 3 headaches in a year and a half. And they, 3 migraines. So I am a Plexus lifer. I say this all the time because it's just that good. Okay, so the first 30 to 45 days is a detox, and whoever is your ambassador who signed you up will be able to give you the information to tell you what detox is, how to deal with it, and what you can expect. And a lot of people, it's just different. Some people experience diarrhea, some people experience constipation, some people experience headaches, achiness, just that flu-like symptoms kind of thing. So it's different for a lot of people, but just know that you will experience something. And that is really just telling you that our products are working. So don't be afraid of it. Don't get scared off. Just know that you have to go through this period of discomfort. And then what's going to happen is you're getting to a place where your body is starting to rebalance and function properly. And in that time period, while you've cleaned out a lot of the bad bacteria. Okay, let me back up. The bad bacteria, when it blooms, it's called yeast and fungus, candida. You've probably heard candida, the buzzword out in the interwebs. But what it is doing is when it over blooms like that in your system, it can actually rub or poke tiny holes into your intestinal lining. And when that happens, you get all of those toxins and fecal matter and waste and food, undigested food, can leak out into your system, into your bloodstream. When that happens, that's called leaky gut and a permeated intestine, whatever you want to call it. That is exactly what's happening. So the bad stuff is getting into a pristine environment, and it shouldn't be there. Your blood truly is and should be pristine. Okay, so when the bad stuff leaks in there, the toxins, your body freaks out. I mean, literally freaks out. Your system is just going haywire, and this is what happens when you have an autoimmune response, or if it has been going on for a long time, it probably has progressed into an autoimmune disease. It always just starts as a response, and then it works its way into a full blown up disease. Okay, so just know that depending on where you are on that spectrum, you could go through this detox and healing period a little bit faster. And when I say healing, please know that Plexus does not heal anything. We do not treat anything. We are not a cure for anything. We are supplements. We are giving your body what it is missing. Your body has the power, by the grace of God, to heal itself. Do know that, okay? I cannot say that Plexus is healing anything, but your body can heal itself. And if you feed it right and you give it the right nutrients by supplementing if it's not in your food, and that's what we're doing, supplementing with Plexus, your body has the power to heal itself. Okay, so back to that 45 days after the detox. Now your body has a chance to start healing its own intestinal lining. Fantastic. That's when the magic really starts to happen, okay? Now, when your body starts to heal and seal the lining of the intestines, no more garbage, no more toxins are getting into the bloodstream, so your blood has a chance to clean itself up. We all know that your blood regenerates. You can go give blood, and you're not going to keel over from lack of blood. Your body actually makes more. That's fantastic. We love that it can do that. And within a 45-day period, your blood actually regenerates completely, 100%, meaning you have a brand new blood supply every 45 days. This is amazing. Do you realize that? This is amazing. When you heal your gut, when your body heals itself and the gut lining seals and no more garbage is leaking out into your pristine blood supply, the body can do its work, okay? That's when all the autoimmune issues, diseases, symptoms, responses start to go away. They start to dissipate. You start to feel better and better and better. Now, this is a process. It's going to take you about 4 to 6 months to really, truly feel like your health has been transformed. And I do mean transformed, but you have to wait it out. You're not going to feel like this is not a miracle. This is not going to happen in 30 days. If you're on here thinking, oh, I'm going to try it for 30 days. If it doesn't work, I'm sending it back. Well, if you do that, you have just missed the greatest opportunity to change your life and your health. I'm promising you that. If you can just wait it out, take the products the way your ambassador is telling you to take it, and stick it out by drinking the water and really getting through that 6-month period, you will come out on the other side of whatever autoimmune issue you have or whatever issue it is health-wise, and you will feel like a different person. You will even feel younger. I'm telling you, I hear this day in and day out that you feel younger, you have more energy, you're sleeping better. This is amazing, and this is why Plexus is going to be a household name within the next 2 years. Mark my words. The next 2 years, every single person, just like I can say the word Tupperware and you know what I'm talking about, you will know what Plexus is, because this company has just knocked it out of the ballpark. Truly, it's a home run, because not only do the products work, but they took care in making sure that the ambassadors who are selling the product are making a significant income. And you can do that. You can make money from your very first month. And many, many, many network marketing companies are not like that. This is a very balanced pay plan. It really helps the ambassador to be able to make money, replace income if they so choose. And this is why people are taking off and really, truly getting to the top of the company in record time. Some people don't get there in record timing, and that's okay. You know, some people may take 4 or 5 years, but if you knew that in 5 years you were going to be financially free, would you work that business to become financially free? I know I would. So let me get back to the timeline, okay? A health transformation can happen for you within a 6-month period, but this is what you need to do. You need to take your products consistently. Remember I said if I could just have consistency across my forehead, maybe I'll get a sweatband and just put it on there, wear it, or a t-shirt or ball cap or something that just says consistency is key, because it truly is. You have to take your products, you have to take them every single day. You cannot miss a day. I'm telling you, if you miss a day, if you miss 3 days and then you take it and then you miss a couple days and then you take it and then you know what I'm trying to say. You will not get the results that you're after. And then you're going to want to turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, Carlene, this did not work for me. Well, it didn't work for you because you didn't take the products right. You didn't take them consistently. Consistency is key. Getting a lot of water in your system to flush out all the toxins, key. Okay, so, and taking the Triplex every single day. So that's it. I did say I wanted to keep it short. I want to, right now, I'll just open it up for questions. If anyone has a question, please feel free to let us know what it is. We'll try to answer it real quick and be done in 30 minutes. So I'm unmuting everyone. Hello again, everyone. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Here. Hi, Efren.
Carlene, Carlene, it's Pat.
Hi, Pat.
You have spoken before about 4 probiotics being the kill dose. Can you explain that?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so when you start off with Plexus, with the Triplex, we typically want you to start off very gently, okay? So we don't want to give you too high of a dose of probiotics because they're powerful. They work so well that they will kill off the bacteria so quickly that you could feel those detox symptoms like a train hit you, okay? So we don't want to do that to you. So we do ask that in the very beginning that you take them gradually, okay? So 1 to 2 probiotics to start. And then as your body gets used to that, you're not having any adverse reactions. You may have some diarrhea. You may even have some constipation. Really, truly depends on how your body is dealing with it. But once you feel like, okay, I'm good, I can start the next, upping that dose to 3. Typically how I do it and what I recommend to people, customers and clients that sign on with Plexus is I typically say 1 to 2 to start for the first 2 weeks. See how you feel. I immediately started with 2 and I was good with that. So most people can start with 2 and be fine, but if you have an adverse reaction, bump it down to 1 for 2 weeks. And then once you get there, you want to bump it up to 3, okay? 3 probiotics for about 2 or 3 weeks. Again, listen to your body. You are the best person to know what's going on inside your body. So if you feel like you can handle the 3 and it's doing well, you may be in the bathroom, you may not be, just really depends. Most people, though, I want to tell you, most people do experience diarrhea because of the die-off. We have got
That's what I was going to ask. Okay.
Yes. We have got to get those bad bacteria out of our system, and it doesn't belong there. So the best thing to do is just let your body react and get it out, okay? So after you're on 3 probiotics for about 3 weeks, maybe 4, then you're going to bump it up again to 4 probiotics. And most likely, for most people, you will be on this kill dose of 4 probiotics, which is the kill dose, for approximately 2, 3, 4 months. And it really just depends on your body, once again, and how much candida, yeast, and fungus that you have in your system, okay? For me personally, I function best when I'm on 4 probiotics all the time. I've been on 4 probiotics for over a year. That's just, some people will get up to 4 for several months and then bump it back down and then get back up there again. So just know that if you do, the Triplex only has 1 bottle of probiotics in the combo, and that is going to last you for 30 days at a 2 capsule dose, okay? When you do start bumping it up, you'll have to get another bottle, and that's really okay. It's super inexpensive and affordable, and it's better than most of the super expensive ones that you're going to find either prescription strength or at Whole Foods or at your vitamin store or something like that. This is really affordable probiotic, and it's you can take it with you. It travels really well. It's portable. It does not have to be refrigerated, which is really key. It's freeze dried, which means it's another way for it to get into your intestines instead of dying off in the stomach where the acids are. So that's really, really important to know.
Yeah.
For your question? Yes,
thank you. And so once that die-off is all done, then everything goes back to kind of normal? The diarrhea goes away and...
It should. Most people, your bowel movements will change entirely and completely because there's lots of information out on the web about what your cockadoodie looks like.
Yeah, right.
So it should not be hard. It should not be big and clumpy. It shouldn't be like that. It should be kind of soft and almost kind of like a snake, if you will.
Yeah, wiggly.
Yeah, kind of wiggly and softer, not hard, and not solid. So that's my feel on your poop. I talk about poop all day long, so I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either, because I actually bumped myself up to 3 and found woo-oo. So a while ago, and then I backed down to 2. So I just really have been on 3 for about a month. I'm getting ready to bump it up to 4.
Great. Okay, good. So you can see.
I just wanted to clarify that. So thanks. Sorry, everybody. But
no, that's good. That's good information. People need to know that.
Okay.
So any more questions? Anyone? Nancy, Chris, Efren?
No.
Okay, great. Well, this call is recorded, so I will put it on the team page so that you all can send it off to your customers and whoever you have, your wholesale ambassadors. You can send it off to them, okay? So have a great night. Thanks so much for being on the call.
Thanks, Carly.